Welcome to Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine and I am so glad that you clicked on this video here today. We are going to do a short chair yoga sequence designed to help counteract a lot of that sitting at a desk action that we all do very often these days, whether you're sitting at a desk for work or hunched over your laptop or tablet. You might also be working at a counter, preparing food or whatever, or driving. But we tend to kind of do this hunched forward thing. And we tend to hold a lot of stress in our arms and in our hands. And we also stress our eyes. So today we're going to counteract all of that. So from your comfortable and safe seat, find a nice tall stance, grounding down the sit bones into your chair, grounding the feet into the ground, and drawing the crown of the head up towards the sky. Lift the heart, bring the shoulders back, and begin to notice your breath. Want to bring some presence and some mindfulness to this practice today. And the first thing we're going to do is just inhale the shoulders up and exhale, drawing them back and down. Inhale up and back and down. And you can make this nice and smooth, just rolling the shoulders. The hands can be on top of the thighs or knees, or maybe you prefer to have them down at your sides where they can kind of hang loosely. And then bring the palms to the tops of the thighs and inhale, drawing the heart forward and up, keeping the chin tucked here to keep the neck nice and safe. And then exhale to round the back. Inhale, the heart forward, chin tucked. Exhale, rounding the back. Continue doing this motion with the breath. This is just a nice spinal flexion, just finding a little movement here to open up the shoulders and bring a little fluidity to your movements. This is a little seated cat-cow here that you can do anytime from any chair, or you could even do this standing up if you wanted with the hands on the knees and cat-cowing here, or from a tabletop position on your mat. And come back to center, drawing the crown up, sitting the sit bones firmly in your seat, feet firmly on the ground. And then we're going to take the left arm out to the left side and draw the right arm up to the sky. And then just gently kind of tilt over to the left. And then we're going to do this on the other side, I guess. Just inhaling one arm up, exhaling the other, all the way up overhead. Breathing, stretching, inhaling up, exhaling over to the side. This motion can be super duper deep, or it can be very, very subtle, reaching up more than over. And you can do this again at any time of day, from a seat or a standing position. You can kind of move the arms a little bit, move the hands, then bring both hands up overhead and exhale the hands to the heart. And then let's draw the arms out, and we'll make this kind of stereotypical zombie arm here, this, like you see on Walking Dead or whatever. And so the wrists are bent with the fingertips pointing down, arms straight out in front of you, and just kind of bring the fingertips back towards you, pointing back towards you, getting a nice stretch in the top of the forearm here. And then lift the fingertips to point up at the sky pressing away with the palms. Exhale the fingertips down and back. Inhale, lifting the fingertips up to the sky and pressing the palms away. And as you keep doing this, think about really plugging the shoulders back in. We don't want to do any more hunching over here. We're just drawing the shoulder blades back, drawing the heart up, lifting and pointing, stretching out that forearm. And then take one hand or the other, palm pressing forward, fingertips up, and use the other hand to kind of draw each digit back towards you. First the thumb, then the index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, ring finger, pinky finger. Just drawing each one back. Switch arms when you're done with the first arm. Just getting a nice stretch in the fingers and across the palms. And then you can take each hand and kind of pull with your closed fist on your thumb. Just kind of gently pull in and out, getting a little movement in these finger joints. Move to the index finger, just 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I like to do this in bed in the morning before I even get up, because I tend to kind of sleep with my hands in some weird position that leaves my fingers sort of stiff in the morning. So this is a really nice way to wake up your hands if you have any stiffness going on here. There we go. And then let's go ahead and reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, twist over to the right, bringing the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Doesn't have to be a super big twist here, but mostly what I want you to do is look back over your right shoulder and look down at the floor with your gaze. Really kind of getting a stretch in those eyeballs. And then, without moving your head, continuing to breathe. We don't want to forget to breathe here. But without moving your head, just turn your gaze up to the left side. So I'm basically just doing looking down at the right, looking up to the left. So we're twisting, we're breathing, we're inhaling for height, exhaling to twist, looking back at the right and up at the left. Just go side to side with the gaze. And when you've had enough there, on your next exhale, go ahead and come back to center. And then we'll inhale the arms up and overhead, and then exhale to repeat that all on the left side. So we're gazing to the left. And again, this doesn't have to be a super big movement, especially if you have any spinal issues or injuries going on here. You don't want to ever go to the point of pain, just maybe a smidge of discomfort. And look down to the floor, over your left shoulder, and then look up to the sky, to the right, down to the left, up to the right, down to the left, up to the right. And when you're ready to come back to center, go ahead and exhale and turn yourself forward. Then we're going to take those fingertips again out to the front, and I want you to just look at your fingertips, back and forth, right to left, taking your gaze to a place that's maybe a smidge different than the computer you might have been looking at or are looking at. And then bring your hands back to your lap and take your gaze as far away as you can, the farthest point you can see. And at that place, look right and left, right and left, right and left. And then look up as high as you can and down, up and down, remembering to breathe, remembering to keep the spine long, Remembering to keep the chin tucked just gently to keep the neck long. Heart lifted, shoulders back. And then let's take our gaze in a circular motion. So look over and down and around in this kind of circular motion. If it makes it easier for you, you can use your finger and follow your finger with your gaze. And when you've reached the top again, reverse the circles. Looking around and around. Yoga for the eyeballs. And don't be afraid to laugh at yourself a little bit. You might have people in your house or office that are going, what the heck is she doing? Or he. But always remember to give your eyes a break, especially if you're gazing at devices all day long. And then let's inhale the arms up and overhead. Bring the palms together and down to the heart. And let's tilt the chin gently and say, Namaste.